Hello and welcome back to another Farming Sim 25 preview video. This time round we're talking about a new crop type, spinach. I know, exciting, I can't wait. I have seen it as mod in previous maps, I believe. Maybe not, but either way we now have it. And we do have some nice preview photos to have a cheeky peek at, as well as some growth stats and facts about spinach in the new game. Now I know this is from a few days ago now, but this is my first time really getting a chance to look at it because I've just been so bloody busy, but we are here now. So I will also go kind of through the blog post as well, and then associate that with the photos and kind of go over, you know, a few thoughts on the whole thing. So, full of nutrients, presumably of ancient Persian origin, the subject of a culinary myth for its actually not so high iron content, and Popeye's favorite, spinach. So it's also coming to FS25. So we will take a look at this leafy green crop, as it does offer some unique things to keep in mind on your virtual fields. So we do have this photo here, which does show all of the growth states and the facts of the crop itself. So as you can see, ready to harvest in June, ready to harvest in September. So there's obviously different stages that we can put them in 2 times in the year. So they're a very, very quick crop, as you can see. So, okay, first we'll start at the top. Yield per hectare, 23,100 litres. I imagine if that is like proper fertilized, I would imagine so. At the normal stage of fertilization, obviously we're not 100% certain what or how fertilizing all that is going to, how it's going to be done in the new game, but maybe precision farming will play more of a part with that. Anyways, average selling price 660, so that's a little bit better than the, well, it's about double actually, I think, the normal price for root crops, because they are harvested similarly and they look quite similar as well. At least the leaves here, they do. Seeds per hectare as well, 10 litres. Growth duration is only 3 months, so it's quite a quick crop indeed. You plant it in March or April, and you harvest June, July, and September, October, and then it's withered after that. So we can see the different stages and how it looks on the different stages as well. And yeah, we'll go through those pictures a bit closer in a moment, but we'll move on. So spring and summer are spinach seasons. In March or April you can take your seeder and put out about 10 litres of seed per hectare to look forward to a yield of about 23,100 litres in return. With an average selling price of 660 per 1,000 litres, you need to be ready to harvest in June. Mind that you need a specialised harvester here, the Oxbow MKB4TR, and we'll have a look at that one in just a moment. But here we have the drill, of course. So this will be, I don't know if there's a specific drill or maybe a new drill for it. It looks like a new drill. The Aquila Drive 400, I think it says there, the Agromaz. So that is obviously drilling in the spinach. Looks quite good. I like the textures on there. Of course, we'll see how that improves as more info and pictures and videos and all that comes out. But here we have the Oxbow Harvester. Look at that. So that is quite a bit of kit. That's a big back end on that with a massive tracks as well. Very similar, of course, to a potato or beet harvester. It's got the same sort of capacity in the back. They're not like the vegetables though. Because it does have a capacity harvester. It's not one that needs a trailer or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, it looks fairly similar to beets, I have to say, although there is that white line in the leaves that kind of make it a bit distinction between the two. We'll move on here to another photo of the harvester itself, the MKB4TR, and it's a big bit of kit. It really is, as it almost looks like it takes it in and then like sucks it in to the back. Because I mean, leafy greens, right? I mean, they're quite sensitive. It's a, you know, fairly, it's not a very intense crop, right? So you have to be careful when you harvest it, I suppose, so you don't rip it all apart. And another photo as well with the lovely lighting coming in, and as you can see in the back, all of the bits of spinach are being thrown in there, and yeah, I wonder what the capacity will be like. But it is good to have a new crop, so it's very exciting. Very exciting indeed. So we'll carry on with the blog. So once, harvest twice. Ah, so that explains the double harvesting season. If you're not wasting any time, you can actually harvest spinach twice a season. To do that, you got to sow it right in March, wait for it to mature, harvest it right away in June, and watch it grow again. Don't forget to apply your usual yield improvement like you do with other crops. So that explains why there was 2 harvesting seasons. If you, well, actually, you know what, let's just go back to the crop calendar for a second here and see. So it does say put it in March or April. So let's say we were to put it in March as it recommends, give it 3 months, harvest in June. In that same June, you re-drill, and then you're ready to harvest again in September. That is amazing. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so as you can see here with this photo as well, this is dumping into the ever-famous Cramper trailer, always known as like the biggest base game trailer really, that isn't a belly trailer, and dumping all the spinach in, because I imagine it does yield quite high. But yeah, as you can see there, the blue thing kind of nearish to the front of the harvester there, that must be where it kind of like a conveyor maybe, where it feeds in to the back and then kind of shoots out that little chute there. But we'll have a look at the next picture and see a better view from the front. And yeah, it's just wonderful, absolutely lovely, this machine. It's very well detailed, as you'd expect. And then this one here, as you can see, dumping in. Unfortunately, we can't see that chute from the back, but I'm sure that that's how it works. But yeah, these are all looking lovely, lovely photos. We'll see how, one thing, and just looking at this photo here, one thing I am hoping to see is, as you can see, the texture of the spinach falling in. Hopefully the texturing is not so two-dimensional in FS25. You know how you put the root crops in and it looks three-dimensional, but it's not, you know, it's the illusion of 3D, I suppose. But anyways, let's crack on. So here we have the various growth stages, so we'll just kind of go through them slowly here. Doing everything right and in time, you'll see that these growth stages, that they slightly differ in the second cycle. As it is common among crops like spinach, the first growth stage after harvesting is the first time appears a bit more bushy. Helps to easier keep track of all your spinach fields visually. Okay, so I will be completely honest, I'm not certain the right order of all these, but I imagine that the bushier of these images that we're seeing right now, I'm kind of going to put them going one after the other, are the various stages, and then of course the harvested stage of course as well at the end, because you do have to harvest it. But I imagine that once it's been harvested, it slowly works its way back up to regrow. And as it says again about how the first stage after the first time harvesting appears to be a bit more bushy, because you have the remnants of the original crop plus the new crop sort of growing through, so that makes sense. But yeah, there you go. And remember the words of one of our favorite sailors: you're strong to the finish because you eat your spinach. Well, harvest it at least and sell it before it withers, will you? Right, so that's the final wording of the blog there. Awesome, wicked. You know, I'm excited for it. It's cool to see that we are getting a new crop type finally. I feel like there are a few crop types that really should be base game. I mean, whether it's equipment that they've had, obviously the Oxbow here, having the Oxbow pack come out, maybe that was a reason why spinach is also now out, because the harvester, that maybe it's a primary harvester for spinach, is this Oxbow MKB40R, and who knows, maybe that's a reason why they've got spinach in the game, is because they had the kit for it. So what other brands does FS have licensing for that they could incorporate new crops? You know, I think peas was one, because it is in a lot of modded maps, peas, and I feel like the harvesting is quite similar, but I guess it depends on the type of pea and all that sort of thing. I don't know much about that, but anyways, this is a new crop type. Very exciting to see. So let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to see. What do you think? Do you think this is something you'll be excited to try, or is it something you don't care about? Of course, we have rice being a new crop type as a base game, but this is also nice to see something not so watered down, if you will. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, a cheeky thumbs up always does help. Also, let me know, are you excited for FS25? I know I ask this every time, but we are getting closer each video that comes out and each bit of preview that comes out, so it's all very exciting all the time. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have enjoyed, cheeky thumbs up really helps out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.